as I said last time, we can use one rune for all the chakras, and the one rune that I probably use more than any other rune would be Thorn. Most of the people that know me personally will already know that. I'm all about Thorn. Thorn represents so much. It represents basically all of the elements when you think about it. Carl Wells associates Thorn with the element of earth, but it's the rune of mental telepathy, so that it's indicative of air. Thorn is also fierce protection, so it's fire. And Thorn is also associated with the wind and the rain and the thunder and all that good stuff. So there is an element of water associated with it as well. So Thorn can encompass all four elements, and it's extremely powerful. So let's examine how we would use Thorn for all the chakras, from the root to the crown. I would form Thorn like this. My right thumb over my left, fingers together, and moving the right hand at an angle to me to left. And then when you can see inside, you can readily see the rune Thorn. And using both hands is actually good when you're doing energy work, because you want to get as much energy into the person you're working on as possible. And it helps to relax the hands as well, because sometimes when you're doing the work, you're doing it for extended periods of time. So, how we might do this for the root chakra, this. Feeling as though you are inhaling through the third eye, and feeling as though you are exhaling through the hands. Now, you don't have to feel as though you are inhaling through the third eye. You can just inhale through the nose and exhale through the hands. Do that for a couple of repetitions. And normally I would like to stay on each position for about 2 to 5 minutes. And we would move up. They covered a lot of territory here. Second chakra. And you can begin, when you're doing this, laying your hands flat. Try not to strain the hands too much, because when you're doing work like this by forming symbols with your hand, one hand or two hands, sometimes the hands can get kind of stiff, and the muscles start hurting them because you're essentially contorting your hand. So at any point, if you can do something that would relax your hand, so you can hold it for extended periods of time, do that. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the hands. The solar plexus chakra has always been extremely important to me because this chakra has a tendency to feed all the other chakras. Now, I might have said this before, and I don't mean to be a repeato guy, but when chakras close up and they get blocked, this is normally the first chakra that gets blocked. This is like the area of personal power. That's why when we get excited or nervous, it'll sometimes directly affect our digestive tract. Heart chakra. Now if I moved up my hand a little bit, I could actually cover the heart and the throat chakra at the same time. Which also happens when I do the brow chakra. I wind up getting the brow and the crown chakra together, so you can amplify both at the same time. So this is an example of how we can use one rune for all chakras, all the